Welcome to B-Boy Tech Report. What we're talking about today is the IRig Midi. So somebody on the YouTube channel asked me to demonstrate how you can use the IRig Midi to connect your iOS device to your MPC. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Let's check out the IRig Midi connected to an MPC for the express purpose of being able to use your iOS device as a sound module. There's a whole lot of great apps out there right now, so it's a perfect setup. Let's check it out. All right, first off, let's talk about what we got going on here. This is the IRig Midi. There we have it. What it has is MIDI in, MIDI through, MIDI out. It has a charging connection here with a micro USB connector. It comes with the micro USB cable, and it comes with two of these special MIDI cables here. One end fits into these, it almost looks like 1/8 connections. So with me having two of these cables, I already have one end, the standard MIDI end, connected to my MIDI out on my MPC. So connect this to the MIDI out on your MPC. Connect this part to the MIDI in on your IRig Midi. Now we're going to just connect this to the IRig Midi. Right? So now you're ready to go. I have my micro USB here already connected to my computer, and I'm going to just plug that in here. So there. Now we have MIDI in on the IRig Midi connected to the MIDI out on the MPC. I have Sampletank up, and it's also charging from the computer. The source USB power over USB source is going to the IRig Midi as well, and that's connected to the iOS device running Sampletank. So let's get into how we make that happen with sequencing. All right, let's go. So on Sampletank, just a quick little thing, we got parts. All right, here's where you choose the sound that you want to play. You could turn the keys on, you could turn the pads on, or you can go back to the sounds window, which gives you kind of a good overview of everything. So with Sampletank, this is what I'm going to do. You could choose bass, guitar, piano, electric piano, organ, chromatic instruments, strings, brass, on and on. You can go further to find out what else is on there. Synth leads, synth pads. I think I have this set to a saw synth instrument. And so let's go to parts. Parts, you can choose 4 different instruments and set different MIDI channels for each instrument, just like on any other MIDI sound module. So on part A, I have that part A set to channel 1, part B set to channel 2, part C set to channel 3, and part D I don't have set to anything. I've already set part A as this saw synth sound here. Right, I have channel part B set to a moody marimba, and I have this dark FM bass. Right. All right, so let's check out how we can do this. So there you have it. What we did today is we got into the IRig Midi by IK Multimedia. The purpose of what we did today was to integrate the iOS device, in my case is an iPad, to the MPC. So remember the connection. The connection is MPC MIDI out to IRig MIDI in. Then once you connect that to your iOS device with the 30-pin connector, then you can go ahead and make sure that you have your tracks ready. Your tracks should be set to MIDI channel 1, MIDI channel 2, MIDI channel 3, so forth and so on, and just make sure that those channels correspond to the exact same channel on your iPad or your iOS device, whichever synth you're using. In this case, it's Sampletank. Sampletank will let you sequence up to 4 different sounds simultaneously, so you can have it set to part A, channel 1, part B, channel 2, part C, channel 3, and part D, channel 4. Once you got that going on, you go into your MPC, set up 4 channels. Those 4 channels should correspond to channels 1 through 4, MIDI channels 1 through 4. And as long as you have all 4 parts lit up red by selecting them at once, then you can set different sounds on them and go through the whole setup and sequence each one of those sounds. So that's what we did today, and that's what's up. Thanks for tuning in to B-Boy Tech Report. Check you out next time. Peace.
B-Boy Tech Report.